hat on.
49er hat on. That's right. I'm ready.
All right, we're live.
Folks, welcome to the first 2019 Stack with Nat show of the year. Okay, what's up, Stack?
How you doing? This is what we've been waiting for.
Hey, this is what they've been wanting. They got it. And
Did you see the prisoners rioting today on the email?
Oh my goodness, we're gonna get into that. But we got a special guest with us to moderate the madness that is the Stack with Nat show, Mr. P Double himself.
Keep it under control. Keep it under control, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it. It's a children's show. Stack with Nat show is children's show,
but not during the season.
No, not during the season. It's no holds barred. But this is we're just minutes away from the Super Bowl, the real Super Bowl. What are they? LA Rams versus the New England Patriots, the dynasty. We're gonna go back and get our picks at the end of today's show. This Stack with Nat show, Smokestack, is all about Philly NEFL. We are entering our 22nd season, 22 years, P Double, and Stack will tell you could tack on another 2-3 years in the PEFL, which was really the foundation for the NEFL.
Mm-hmm.
Stack, we got you back in the NEFL after one season in the NEFL. Talk to me, buddy. Talk to me. What are you expecting?
I think it's going to be a barn burner. I mean, you saw just today all the excitement going on.
Oh my God! Should we put P Double on that? Should we put P Double on that email?
No, you don't want to be inundated with that stuff.
It's nuts. I mean,
trash talk.
A little trash talk, but there was a post. It was on Facebook on a miniature site that said, you know, we have been playing 3.3 for the longest, few years now.
Right.
Okay, we used a 2-digit scale. If your guy was 3-3, it was good. I mean, it didn't matter with the third digit. So it was a big clamor, of guys that wanted to move up. You know, obviously everybody wants to go to 4.0, right. But we are not a weighted league. We want to stay true to the game. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Putty and lead tape didn't come with the game, so we want to stay true. So a lot of guys were like, well, let's raise the weight limit. So we said, and the poll went on the Facebook. Do we stay at 3.3 or do we move up to 3.4.0? Meaning your figure needs to be 3.4. A third digit scale, Right, yeah. So because if you didn't, then you're basically a 3.5 league because it'll just be everybody 3.4. So you just want to keep it, consistent. Right. And that email, just everybody just like, well, I gotta get a 3-digit scale. I got a 2-digit scale. Horrible. It's horrible. But that's neither near whatever Stack. How you said near here or there, whatever.
Here or there.
Yeah, there you go. We are going to do our preview show. I'm used to having my boy Smokestack right by my side, but today we are via Skype. This has been the greatest invention. Boom. Fist bump. Wow. So, I mean, P Double, Stack rubbing them in there to fist. But P Double came up with this Skype for the Mr. National podcast, which has been, somewhat of a success, Sometimes I feel lonely in that booth. I don't have Stack over there to rub elbows with. You know what I mean? We this season we're gonna be back though. This season we're gonna be back. We got the league is 32 teams.
Wow.
We have the NEFL with another 10 teams. They're gonna play an 8-game schedule. So without further ado, because we all have to get our dinners and to the big game to tonight. Stack, we're going to start with the AFC East, brother. AFC East, which has been traditionally traditionally a kind of weaker conference, a weaker division. Years past, we had Damon Lucasen, who had a good run, but now the teams are Kern Robinson, Buffalo, Jerry Fulton, the Patriots, Anthony Huff, the Dolphins, and backed by popular demand, the world's #1 player, Adrian Silver Surfer Baxter, as the JETS Jets. Now, obviously, Adrian Baxter and all his accolades jump right off the sheet of paper at you, okay? But this is not his forte. This is 3.3, 3.4 now, not 4.0. This is not TOC. He hasn't played in the league in a few years. We have Kern, who's more of a veteran to the Philly style of play, but he sat out the last 2 years with his Buffalo Bills. Jerry and Anthony are kind of going to be battling, I think, at the bottom of the division. But if you guys follow our page on Facebook, you'll know that Jerry made a big stink about his team being taken from him and given to Brian Phillips. And Jerry came on there, I'm going to fight for my team. Nobody's taking my team. I'm going to play my games. He was whining, okay? So does he step up, Stat? What do you have out of that AFC East?
Well, I'll tell you, the jury's still out, okay?
Yes.
If Jerry has the propensity to not be able to schedule his games, he lives in Philly. He'll show up from time to time, but he'll come with no board, no team, hands in the pocket, and there's 1,000,001 excuses why he isn't playing.
Right.
So when we start moving to week 7 or 8, and we'll go back to this podcast and talk about it, and he's got 1 or 2 games played and everyone else has 5 or 6, then you know that the eel has shed his skin and is returning to being the eel again. Some people, one thing about electric football, you are what you are. Okay?
Yes.
When you talk about Corey and Smokestack, they know it's a lot of bravado. Going to come in dressed up, smelling the smoke, cologne and booze, and women, okay, and having a good time. So you can't take the stripes off a tiger. And Jerry, is very competitive. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. That's an interesting division at AFC East.
It is.
Kern and Adrian, Miami with Anthony, and of course Jerry. And if the Patriots win tonight, he's got to step up. It's like the Eagles.
Right.
David L., he's starting to represent the Eagles. Before, people would come up to the pool hall and they'd say, "Who's the Eagles?"
Yeah.
He'd look over at Jerry or
David
L., and what's his record? It would be like 0-11 or 2-11.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, to David L's credit, he's starting to represent hometown Philly, and Jerry's going to have to do the same thing with New England.
Okay, so
next year we'll be talking about taking the franchise back.
Exactly. He's got one season. Yeah, he's got a season to step up, P-Double. This is it. Stack, who you think wins that division?
Are we going by division, or are we going?
We're just gonna go division. We're just gonna preview each division, and then we'll just pick who you think gonna win the division.
I don't have it in front of me. I have it on I sent you by email, but I know off the top of my head, based on who we're talking about right now, AFC East. Definitely, Adrian is the front runner and probably in the top 5. He'll finish out his Sweet 16. I think Kern will make some noise, but not enough to really be in the final 8. He might make the playoffs, but I don't think he'll make the final 8. Oh, so I think it's a 2-horse race.
Right.
With Jerry and Anthony at the bottom, as you said.
Okay. Okay. I concur with Smokestack. I think Baxter, the Silver Surfer, if he plays his games, should win. But you know what? I'm picking Kern. I'm gonna pick the Buffalo Bills and Kern. I think Kern's focus
to win the division.
To win the division. I think Kern's going to win that division. He's been spending money. Yeah, he's been a P-Double. He's been buying bases from Ken Allen, the coordinator. Okay,
yeah, the coordinator. Oh yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So I think he's ready to step up. You know what I mean? I think it'll be a tight race, but I think Kern edges it out.
So
and Jerry
ponying up for the base talent.
That's it. He's spending, and I think Jerry will end up in last place in that division.
That's the time of the year, P-Double, where everybody gets quiet. It's called Jerry Jones time. Who's got the most capital in the cap space? Guys will pay $25, $35, $40 a base. They'll call the tweaker up. They'll send their team in a box and say, "Just tweak me up." I need some strength. Well, where do you need across the line? You need a guard or a center, end to end, tight end.
Exactly.
And
we have guys,
and make it 2 strings in case the other one doesn't work.
We have guys by the figures. They just have the figure maker or whoever they're ordering their figures send it to a painter. Okay.
Right.
Here's the way it goes, P-Double. To get the guys to get competitive. This just shows you the amount of desire, okay?
The madness.
You get your team, you send it to the painter, the figures, everything. Ship it. Let's use Chris Stacy, one of me and Stack's favorite. You know,
right, yeah.
All time we got Chris Stacy, okay?
I've seen his work.
Figure makers, just send my team to Chris Stacy, the figures. Boom, boom, boom. Chris, paint my team up. When you're done,
a lot of money for that paint job too.
Okay. Well, Chris, let me finish. Chris is very, very affordable when you think about all the guys out there. He's very fast.
Tell your wife how much you're spending on that paint job.
Oh no, that don't get out.
Chris is very reasonable. He might charge you $6, $7, $8 a man complete. But with Chris, you got to be very specific. You got to send him an Excel file. Is he Caucasian? Is he African American? Is he light skinned? Is he dark skinned? Does he have dreads? Okay. Any other distinguishing features you want? What kind of gloves you want? What kind of shoe logo you want? And then you got to send him the decal sheet. So there's a lot of pre-planning. And then you've got to, on the bottom of the unpainted figure, you got to say C for Caucasian, AA, and then the number. And that has to correspond to your roster. If you're not an organizational kind of guy and you screw that up, then you're going to get a running back with number 73. And he's going to be black when you want him to be white. And it's going to be a total mess. And it's not Chris's fault.
Right. So it'll prolong your order, too. Chris can bang out 40. You've got to be team
hyper-organized and focused. Chris will turn it around in less than a week. And you'll be happy. The happiest day, it's like when you buy a boat. The happiest day is when you get the boat. The second happiest day when you get rid of the boat. But when you're shipping, when it arrives from Chris Stacy, you talk about unboxing, and you take each of those glassine envelopes out and take that figure out, and you start lining them up, and you just say to yourself, "Damn, I'm ready to go."
Here's the thing, P-Double, with this league, the guys that don't tweak their team. When they don't get the team from Chris Stacy, okay? Right. They don't get it from Chris Stacy. They have Chris Stacy just ship it to Ken Allen, ship it to Norbert. Right. You ship it to Gino. Yes, the Hulk. You ship it to your tweaker, and he just tweaks every player up.
And it's frustrating because you got the money. You want strength, or you want speed. You want a receiver that gets open. So then you go to these guys and you say, "Hi, here's the money. This is what I want." And it's like, "Well, send me the figure." You're like, "Oh, what figure you want to tweak on?" "I don't care. Just make them good." You know what I mean? I just want them to run fast. Okay. Anything else? Straight. Okay.
It's straight.
Any other features? He's got to have power. He's got to be.
He's got to be strong. You got a receiver. He want him strong, fast, slide off the quarterback.
I want Bo Jackson in every position.
Right.
And go 100. You know?
Well, you got to send me the figure so I can tweak to the figure, and then you got to hope to God that your white and your dark team, your figures are paired, because if not, you'll be great on the white team, but you take the base off and put him on the dark team. It's a whole different.
The PhillyNEFL is different. You guys either come with a whole dark team or a whole white team, right? For the game,
Except
exactly. We're not tournament. We're not tournament style. You know what I mean? It's at home dark, on the road you're in your white, just like the NFL.
Wow.
Well, we're gonna keep it going, guys.
We better keep rolling to the next division.
Keep rolling. We're gonna go on to the AFC North, which is a really tough division. We have Here's the teams and the coaches, guys. Ernie Grice, Pittsburgh. Philly, veteran, okay? Steelers.
Stalwart.
That was the word I was looking. Stack can know my words. That word was right there. I would have pronounced it wrong, okay? So we got Darren Jamani, Cincinnati Bengals. Who they? We have Kelvin Clay Lomax as the Ravens. And coming back to the Philly League after, I would say, a 10-year hiatus is the infamous Mod Podge Abby Vaughn with the Cleveland Browns. Mod Podge curse. Stack, I will take this division. I'll let you pick the last one. I'm going with Ernie Grice to win this division. It's a tough division. I'm not even going to say who's going to come in last. All I'm saying is Ernie wins that division, Stack. Who you got, brother? Talk to me.
Ooh, wait a minute. Ernie, who's got the Ravens? Lomax.
Lomax.
Oh, I got Cincinnati. I've got Jamani winning division.
Okay.
And I think I've got Ernie in my top 16. But I don't.
He might make the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't, and I got Lomax in the 16 also. So it's going to be a 3-horse race.
Okay.
The one that's out, I don't think Abby, even though he's going to be competitive, but it's going to be a steep learning curve to come back. It's kind of like getting out of prison. You know what I mean? You may not cause any trouble, but you're going to have a hard time acclimating to this new world.
It's just like
the internet, and you know. The women don't even look the same.
Right, the women don't even look the same.
Abby's been in the twilight zone.
Exactly.
And by week 3,
what is that, purgatory? He's been in purgatory.
Self-imposed. You know, he went to shows. He stayed on the sideline. He kept his foot in, but now he decided to go all in. And one thing about Philly NEFL, and you'll find out, Paul, this is serious business. This is no joke. This is not some kind of like weekend friend league. If you want a friend, I suggest you get a pet.
Right.
Because the biggest fear in Philly is around 7, 8 o'clock at night when Corey and I have a few drinks and we put that curtain up and we do a post-game show. And you happen to be the headliner, and you lost badly.
Yeah.
We will talk about you.
You will be outed. Yeah. And if you did good, you could be in the lollipop guild. That's the flip side of it. All right, moving on. So Stack has Jamani National. I am taking Ernie Grice. Okay, P Double.
We are now moving up there, but you know you've got Lomax.
You got some heavy hitters. We're gonna move on to the AFC South, which is dominated, by the league's best #1 coach, Ben Creasy Daniels, with the Indianapolis Colts. Okay, coming back to the league is Mr. Nobody himself, Brian Phillips, coaching up the Jaguars, and then we have a couple young fellas. We have little Jerry's son, as the Titans, and as the Texans, Abby Vaughn's son, Dante, as the Houston Texans. So that is an obvious choice. I don't even. Yeah, we say young P Double. They're not kids. These guys are in their 20s. They're, they're adults basically. They're just kids. The coach's kids. We're not even gonna waste no time with that division. I know Creasy is far and away the defending champ, 3-time league champ. He's gonna win that division. I know Mr. Nobody, Brian Phillips, will have much to say about that, but I don't think he does it. Okay, we're gonna go with Creasy.
Yeah, Brian has shown some moxie in these.
Moxie, that's the word. Yes, he had moxie.
He's got
base tweaks.
He's come up.
He does. He's tweaked bases. He's paints. He runs the East Coast League. He's got a lot on his table. But jumping into that division against that guy Creasy, you done just bit off a little bit more than you could chew. That guy's tough. Creasy is tough.
We're going to keep lake fishing and to go to deep sea fishing. It's a little bit different than pulling in a bass and trying to get
jumping in with the sharks.
Tiger shark.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So We got the AFC West, guys. We're going to keep it going. This is the Stack with Nat show with our boy P Double as moderator on a Super Bowl Sunday, getting it in. We have the AFC West, guys. Kenny King, the Chargers. Darrell Bavard, the Broncos. Norris McCraw, the Raiders. And the old veteran, Father Tom, Harold King is the Chiefs. Stack, who you got to win that division, brother?
Well,
that's Harold King.
That's what Harold King would say. Well, it's an interesting division. Just so you know, from a historical perspective, in the past, Oakland was always Baxter, and and the Bengals were always Norris McCraw. So over the last couple of years in Philly, there's been kind of a paradigm shift. But to the question of the day, AFC West, I like Kenny will be there in the mix. Who's the other one?
Darrell.
Yeah, I have Darrell winning it with Kenny not far behind. The others lagging.
That's who my pick is. I like Darrell to win it. Darrell's been real quiet. Always has a fresh painted team. I don't know who he gets his squads from. But Darrell always comes with a great looking team, and basically with the Maryland guys, Darrell's a Maryland guy. Mm-hmm. It's just a thing about making the trips and getting the games in. I think if Darrell, who never has a problem with getting his games in, I think Darrell wins it. I think Kenny comes in second place with Norris right behind. When Stack said the other division has 3 teams, I think this West division might have 3 playoff teams. Kenny, Darrell, and Norris all making the playoffs. 3 top teams. Okay,
Norris can get his passing game together.
Yes, he will be.
And then what do we say? Who's the 4th team? He's going to have. Yeah, he's going to have the young kid.
Kenny.
Oh, that's all 4. That's all 4 teams?
Yeah, Kenny. Yeah, Kenny. So I think Kenny, with running his new company, Next Level Figures, he's trying to bring out a new board game that's totally not electric football. I think Kenny might have too much on his plate, won't have enough time to concentrate. Darrell steals that division. That's the AFC. Those are our winners right now. Stat, we're going to move over to the NFC. And another tough division, the NFC East. Okay? Always been a two-team race. Always Al Harvey, the Cowboys. Joe Greco, the Giants. David L., the Eagles. And new, back to the league, Stephen Brown from Maryland. I guess this is a recurring theme. Maryland coaches playing in Philly. They show the love. The guys don't support. We have no problem with support for Maryland. But Stephen Brown is back, who had historically been the Saints in our league. He's coming back with the Redskins. I'm going with Al Harvey to win this division over Joe Greco. Joe Greco will be a playoff, wild card team in the playoffs. Stack, who you got, brother?
I'm going to second that nomination. I see it the same way. Steve Brown has a little bit of the Jerry problem. He's a guy that, is kind of a homer. You expect a Maryland guy to have a Washington team, but in this NFC East, you got to bring it. Okay, so if he's not Jerry Jones and really coming with the best that he has and acclimating himself to these rules, and getting out early and getting 5-6 games under his belt, he's going to have a long road. David L. has been competitive. He plays in the IEFL, another fledgling Philly league. But David L., his nemesis is Greco and his Giants and Al Harvey and his Cowboys. That is a competitive division, as it always is. But I agree with Corey. At the end of the day, it's going to be Al Harvey and Joe Greco.
And those guys all play your games. There's no problem with that division playing their games. That's I don't know about Steve. He's coming back in it, but David L., Al Harvey, Joe Greco play their games. They're there to play. No accusations of the duck rule there. Okay, no hiding under dead bodies and smokestacks.
What was that movie?
Wait. That was Platoon. The guy jumped. He laid down and pulled a dead body over. Wait till all the dangers.
Wait till
the
battle was
over.
War's
and
over. Climb out from under
and then come back out with his rifle blazing. You know what I mean? Where they at? I'll kill them.
That was a fierce battle last night.
All right, moving on to the NFC. We have the NFC North. Okay, last year Andrew Stewart. The question sat out. He's the Packers. He is far and away the front runner for this division. In the last 9 years, he had to battle Big Salty, Keith Chalmers with the Bears. Keith is sitting out a year. Replacing Keith coaching the Bears is Darryl Knox, brother of Brian Phillips, another Maryland coach, okay? Rounding out that division is our very own Smokestack Scott as the Vikes, and fellow, I guess Greg King with the Bucks started the league along with Ed Scott and Harold King.
Detroit is
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Stack on the point. There you go. That's why I got him, Peter.
I know who my two lambs are.
He's got Kevin Smith.
He's gone.
So glad he's gone.
Person you want to see. Big old guy just comes in.
Hey, where my bases at? Who got my bases?
I'm gonna set my board up.
I'm so glad he's gone.
I'm gonna set my board up over here. Where my board at? I got my board. Well, keep us out. We got Kevin Smith, who told me to tell you, Stack, don't expect them to just lay down. He's going
to lay down in that big coffin of his. I'm going to run him. I'm going to pimp him out on K Street in Washington, D.C.
He is not going to be he's not going to be your prom date, Stack. He said he's stepping. He's stepping. So that's Kevin Smith. He's been sending me pictures of his Barry Sanders and his Lions. He's getting them ready.
Oh,
he's painting his own team up. He's got Detroit. Okay.
Who's got Chicago?
So Darryl Knox.
Okay.
It don't matter. Andrew wins that division, okay? Boom. That's done. Okay. Over. No more rap. Andrew, I tell you, he's a little weird. He's a little eccentric. He's probably a little overly competitive. But the guy can flat out play.
He can't. And I agree with Corey, that in that division it's a one-horse race. But Andrew's got a little bit of a problem, too. He's coming back. You know, he's another...
He sat that out a year.
Prison, yeah. He's coming to a new world. Okay, this is not the same NEFL that he left. Okay, these guys play. We don't play for money, but you would think these guys are playing.
Oh yeah, definitely. You would think that.
You know, and he has a tendency to get a little bit agitated during games.
Yes, and you can get him off his groove. You can get him off his groove.
But from a pure passing standpoint,
Smokestack has been a master at that, getting Andrew off his game, just edging him on.
The fight starts at the coin flip.
Yeah, this guy's been fighting. Shirts have been taken off.
The game doesn't even start. Over. It starts at the coin flip.
And Stack, the whole thing is just theatrics. He don't care. He don't even care. He's just trying to get him ruffled. Andrew buys into it.
Did you go to Mass this morning, Andrew? How could you even go to Mass cheating and lying and thieving that you do? You should be ashamed of yourself.
A man of the cloth. All right, let's keep going. Listen, let's keep going.
Keep it rolling, man.
All right, the NFC South. This is a very, very interesting division. That is Brian Healy with the Atlanta Falcons. Brian was in the league when it started, just coming back after maybe 5 or 6 years. Okay, Jeff McCauley is the Panthers.
Nice.
Coming back again. Ephraim Daniels as the Saints.
The Green Hornet.
The Green Lantern. And rounding up Greg King as the Bucks. Stack, who you got in that division real quick? We gotta wrap up the show.
All right. I like Ephraim and I like McCauley. McCauley's another seasoned vet in the same line of Brian Phillips. These guys have been traveling all over the country in TOC type events. They've acclimated themselves to our style of play, and they've been up recently for some OTAs, and they both look pretty tough. So I like McCauley, and I like Ephraim, followed by Healy, and who was the fourth one?
Greg King.
Greg will give you tough games, but Greg's the kind that he just has no cap money. You got to put some investments.
You got to set aside some funds, right?
The will is there, okay?
Right.
The will is there, but
nobody knows more than me and Stack about throwing money around. We at the pub, we at the bar, we throwing money around. We throwing money at the girls at the feet and everything. But you got to save some money for some aces. Okay? You can't give all the money to the chicken head. You got to save some money.
Pete,
all right, I'm gonna go with
Greg's the kind that picture your team box, picture a plastic box, a fairly large one. He won't open it the whole season. He'll show up the week of the game, right, and open it up, and all the tops will be off, bases.
Right.
You know who's who.
Yeah, he's right.
But he wants to play.
Yeah. He can just come in and play. He's just laying down.
It takes him about 6 weeks to figure out what's going on. By then, the die is set.
Right.
You
he's just coming. He's coming in like the chick they hired to do the bachelor party. You know what I mean? Who I'm giving it up to? You know what I mean? All right, we're gonna move on to our last division. Our last division is the NFC West. Ooh. Jamie the Wiz Harris Seahawks, the fourth national Corey with an R Johnson, the gamesman, the pretty boy, the 49ers, the upstart Hugh Moore with the Cardinals, and back is Floyd Tate with the Rams. I'm picking me. Surprise. I'm picking myself to win that joint. Okay?
You can't pick yourself. You can't pick yourself.
Hey, I am picking myself. Screw that. I mean, if I didn't have to pick myself, I would pick Jamie. Okay, it's a 2-horse race, but Hugh has been spending some serious.
There's another one. Yeah.
Since he got into the hobby, he's a
sneaking around, hiding.
He's a slitherer. He's as low as a snake's belly. Okay? He tried to backdoor himself a couple years ago into the playoffs. Our boy Kit Kitchen will tell you all about it, Peter. He remember that little lizard trying not to play people in backdoor. He is the epitome of a duck in a man's body. Zach, who you got to win that division?
It's going to be between you and Jamie. You got to go with Jamie in the top 6. He'll definitely be in the Sweet 16. I don't know if Hugh's got enough in him. Well, first of all, we know he ain't going to have no white team until maybe week 7 or 8. And between the duck and excuses about my teams being done, it won't be until next week. He'll try to play all his games in the red team.
Which means
all home games, right?
Right. All OTAs, we've seen all dark teams. And he tried to step to me and said, I'm tired of that dark team stuff. I got a white team. I'm like, don't talk it. You know what I mean? Like that new rap song. Talk it like you walk it. Talk it like you walk it. I want to see it. You know what I mean? I'm from Missouri, the show me state. Show me a white team. All right? I stepped to him, Stack. You didn't get to the pub the other day. We was doing our last OTAs. I said, look, Hugh, your home game is the 3rd game on my schedule. Let's play it. Oh, I got to work on Sundays. I said, oh, okay. Figures. All right, but listen, Stack is picking Jamie to win it with the 49ers close behind. The Super Bowl is about to start. We're going to wrap up this Stack with that show real quick. P-Double, first of all, I want to thank you for putting this all together. Get me and Stack together.
Yeah.
Fist bump for you. Real quick, who wins the Super Bowl between the Patriots and Rams and why? Real quick.
Look, I'm picking the Patriots.
Okay.
I hate to do it. I'm pulling for the Rams, but I'm not betting against Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Just
okay.
I can't do it.
Oh, I'm taking
the Patriots.
Okay, I'm picking the Rams.
I apologize.
And they're just young enough and not know enough and just crazy enough to do it, okay?
Right.
Last year, we seen an Eagles team with a second-year coach and a backup quarterback playing with house money and came out loose as a goose and beat them.
Yep, they did it.
This coach, I call him a kid. He's like 30-something years old. Stack's got kids that age, okay? It's Sean McVay. I think that guy is the next coming of a Bill Belichick. I think he's going to call a great game, and I say that the Rams win by 6 points. And Aaron Donald in a Dominic suit is going to be all over Tom Brady tonight like a cheap suit. A cheap suit. Okay,
if those two can step up, that could be a game changer.
Don't forget that guy they got another guy on that D line too.
Fowler. They got Fowler.
And they got a big D tackle from LSU. What's his name?
I know you're talking about. They got the linebacker Fowler. Stack, real quick. Who do you got and why?
I hate to bump up against you, but I agree. I mean, first of all, much like Dallas, who I hate the Patriots just as much. They're cheaters. And I think they've been, there ought to be a rule. You get to go to 4 Super Bowls. That's it. they've overstayed their welcome. I think it's time for a new team. I think it's going to be the Rams for the same reasons Corey said. And I hope they get off. If they had Cooper Kupp, it wouldn't even be a story.
Yes, how about that?
Yeah. That really hurt. Yeah. But every team has injuries. So do the Patriots.
The Patriots, right?
I like the Rams. So
yes, they did.
But Belichick, is he's daddy. You know what I mean?
Well, we got this show to have our picks forever.
Wait, we didn't hear P. Double's pick.
No, I got the Patriots.
He took the Patriots. He went first. Well, listen.
Oh man,
just no heart, no soul. Just I'm picking the Patriots.
Hey, the Rams are going to do it. I got my Boston market, guys. That's what I'm having for Super Bowl dinner.
Pizza.
Stack, what you got? I like fat tire. Love fat tire. Stack, what's on your menu for the Super Bowl?
I smell something. I have to go down and see.
Nice.
P Double, what you got going on? P Double wings,
pizza.
Okay.
Pizza.
Okay.
Got
well,
some,
guys,
chicken wings and
yeah, he's got some wings going, and he got
dirty rice.
Well, that's the show, P Double. Again, thanks. I hope you get this thing out real quick.
Maybe Sunday night we'll get you on for a quick show.
The season The season starts next Sunday, and
every year the Super Bowl is the prelude to the Philly
NEFL. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very, very cool.
It won't start on Saturday. It'll start on Sunday.
On Sunday, right?
Conference.
So, ladies and gentlemen, kids, coaches that join us, that support the Stack with Nash show, the Facebook page, the YouTube videos. P Double's website, paulpate.com, one of the baddest artists that I know, and of course the Mr. National podcast. I can't do what I do. None of us could do it without the support of you guys. Electric Gridiron, Electric Coach, all the other EF leagues out there. We love you. We support you. Shout out to Elgin for doing what he's doing with the MFCA. Guys, that's a wrap. We out here. Fist bump.
Boom.
Kaboom. There we
Have a
go.
good one.
Have a good one. Have fun, fellas.
Enjoy the game. See ya.